Oh, here we go. Here we go. Hey, good people. Listen, the class is starting. I know I'm late. The class is starting, good people. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Grand rising to everybody. Grand rising. Please tap in. Tap into class. Tap in so you can learn something. Uh, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Hit the notification bell. Make sure it says all so that when I go live, you'll get notified. Okay? Listen, y'all. I know I've been kind of lacking on my channel, but I'll get it together. But on today, I wanted to talk to y'all about something, right? Be careful how you treat people and what you do to people. Because you know the same energy that you dish out is the same energy that you get back. And I don't think some of y'all really understand that, because of the way you treat people. But if you're somebody who's nasty to people and don't treat people right, you may really, really, really want to look into yourself. Because a lot of times, some of us be trying to blame other people for our shenanigans. We try to blame others for what we do and what we got going on. But a lot of times it's not other people, it's you. It's you. Mm-hmm. You're the problem, not other people. Hmm. And that's something that some of us need to recognize and stop doing. Stop blaming other people for your shit. Okay? Stop blaming other people for your shit. Seriously. Because I noticed that some people really do that. They blame other people for the things that they do. They want to make it somebody else's fault because they got a nasty attitude or because they do nasty things to people. They want to blame somebody else. No, it ain't somebody else's fault. It's your fault. You the problem, not other people. You're the problem, and that's something. That's something that some of us don't want to do. Is look within ourselves. Look within you. Check you out. Check what's going on within you. Check that out first before you point and blame somebody else. Excuse me, and blame somebody else for the nasty mean things that you do. You know, I'm just saying. You know, for real, we gotta start. We gotta start checking ourselves instead of blaming other people for the things that we do. Because some of us do that. Some of us quick to want to blame Sally and Berta and Helen and them for our wrongdoings, and want to blame other people because we're so nasty. We have such a nasty attitude. So we want to blame other people, you know. No, sometimes it's you. And let me say this too. I don't think there's a reason for a person to be nasty to people, right? I don't think there's a reason for us to be nasty to people. What's the reason for you to be nasty to somebody? There's no reason for it. That's just you just a nasty person. That's all. You're just a nasty person. You just a nasty person. That's all. Huh. But some of us do. We wanna You know, we want to blame others for our shit that we got going on with us. We don't want to accept our stuff. And a lot of times it's a you thing, not a they thing. It's a you thing. It's you. You got the problem. It don't have nothing to do with other people. It's got everything to do with you. Hmm. Yeah, I know some people. See, some people don't want to hear it. When you talking truth, people don't want to hear it. When you a real person, right? And what I mean by that, when you be real, being real does not mean being disrespectful. It doesn't mean that. Okay, being real just means being open and honest about your shit, unapologetic about you being you. That's what being real means. Okay, it doesn't mean being nasty and disrespectful. Okay, that's not what it means. And I'm talking about this because I see so many people who say they being real, but they be being disrespectful. Being real does not mean you have to be disrespectful. Being real means that you can be you. You can talk about you and what's going on with you. Unapologetic. Okay? Unapologetic. Being you. And comfortable with being you. Okay? Comfortable with being able to talk about you and what you've been through and where you've been at in your life. And you okay with it. And you comfortable with it. You comfortable with being you and being comfortable in your skin. That's what being real means. It doesn't mean talking to somebody, and cursing them out and being disrespectful. When you gotta say something to somebody, you just disrespectful with it and stuff. That's not being real. I be seeing so many people that's just downright disrespectful to people, and they call it being real. That's not being real at all. That's being disrespectful. It just is what it is. So when y'all say y'all being real, please find out what being real means instead of just being disrespectful, because that's not being real. When you being disrespectful to people, that is not being real. Okay? It's a difference in being real and being disrespectful. And that's something some of us got to learn. Okay? Some of us haven't learned that yet. Okay? And that's just the truth. Some of us have not learned what being real is. I hear so many people say that. Yeah, I'm just real. I just tell it like it is. And what they be saying is that they just disrespectful. You don't have to be disrespectful to be real. You know, learn how to be comfortable in your own skin. Learn how to talk to people. Be real with people without being disrespectful, without being nasty, without having a nasty attitude. Okay? That's why I call this class in session. Class is in session. Yes. Because you're going to learn something over here. You're going to learn something that can straighten your life out. Okay? That's something some of y'all need. Some of y'all need to be tapped into this class so that y'all can learn how to be you. Learn how to accept you for you. Learn how to be comfortable in your skin. Okay? That's what some of y'all need. Seriously. Because some of y'all got the game twisted and messed up. You really do. And you think you're doing something and you think it look good. What you doing looks good on you. And it don't. It don't. It don't fit you at all. Ain't nothing about it that looks good on you. And it don't fit you at all. For real. It really don't. Cause like I said, some of you call yourself being real and you not being real. You being totally disrespectful. And it don't fit. It don't fit at all. It don't fit you at all being disrespectful. Excuse me. See, I don't have a problem with talking to people and being open and honest with people because I know how to talk to people without being disrespectful. Okay? I know how to talk to people without being messy. You know? I know how to be real because I know the difference in being real and, being real and being disrespectful. I know the difference between the two. And some people just don't have it. They don't know the difference. You got to learn the difference. That's why I call this classes in session. Class in session. Okay? Because you come over here, you're going to learn something. You're going to learn some things that you need to learn. Okay? And I'm going to get better. I know I haven't been, how you call it? What you call it? I haven't been consistent. That part. But I'm going to get with the program because I have a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and I know I can help people. I know I can offer people a lot of help. So I definitely I gotta learn how to be consistent. See, I don't have no problem with taking constructive criticism. Not at all. I don't have a problem with it. At all. Constructive criticism. That's something we all need to learn how to accept. Constructive criticism. Real talk. But some of us don't know how to take it. That we don't know how to accept that. Some of us want to get upset and get mad when somebody starts giving you constructive criticism. It's nothing to be mad about. Take heed to it. Because all it's going to do at the end of the day is make you a better you. And that's what you should want. You should want you to be a better you. Okay? That's what you should want. Okay? And that's it and that's all. That's what you should want, to be a better you. Some people don't accept, some people don't want to be a better them. They don't. They don't want to be better. And that's why they like being messy. They like listening to mess. They don't really tap in to themselves. And that's where the problem at with a lot of us. The problem is within us. The problem is you. That's the problem, not other people. But that's what some people want to do. Just like going here on YouTube, right? I done ran across a lot of people that's fucking alcoholics and addicts and stuff like that, right? And they should be trying to tap into themselves and get their life together. I ain't knocking them because I'm a recovering addict. I'm not knocking them, but that's what they need to be doing instead of up here on YouTube arguing and fussing with somebody. They need to tap into themselves. And that's the problem with a lot of people. They don't want to tap into who they really are and change their life. Work on you. Work on you being a better you. Because that's what it's about. You being a better you. That's what it's all about, y'all. Don't have nothing to do with everybody else. Because people be doing stuff and getting caught up in their own shenanigans. Then they want to start pointing fingers at this one and that one. Like it's everybody else's fault. But it's not everybody else's fault. It's got everything to do with you. You need to dig within you. You need to go down inside of you. Down into your soul. You need to go down into your soul and start cleaning it out. That's what you got to do. Go down into the pits of your soul and start cleaning it out. Mm-hmm. And start becoming a better you. That's what some of y'all got to do. That's what some of y'all got to do. To start being a better you. Work on you. See, some of us, we focus too much on other people. We focus too much on other people, and that's why we can't get right with ourselves. Because we focus too much on what everybody else doing. But we don't focus on what we have done or what we are doing that's not right. We don't focus on how we treat other people that's not right. You know, we just focus on, we do a lot of focusing on other people. We don't tap into ourselves. We just tap into what other people doing. And what other people doing is not right. The things that other people doing is not right. This is what we do. This is what some of us do. Mm-hmm. Stop worrying about. Stop worrying about what other people doing. Start worrying about what you doing. Start looking at yourself. How they say, start looking at the man in the mirror. Start asking him to change your ways. Yes, that's what you want to do. Start looking at you in that mirror and start, and start, you know, how can I put it? Start picking yourself apart. And what I mean when I say picking yourself apart, start looking at yourself and finding what's wrong with you. What's going on with you? These are things that we need to look at. What's going on with you that ain't right? That's not right. Okay? That's what we need to start doing. Pick yourself apart. See, some of us, we talk about other people and we focus on what other people are doing because we don't want to focus on our own shit. That's what that's about. We don't want to focus on our own stuff. So we start focusing on others and what they doing that's not right. You ever seen people you ever watch people like that? Watch a person and all they talk about is what somebody else doing or what somebody else done did. But they ain't reflecting on what the part that they play. They don't reflect on what they doing, what they not doing. They only focus on the stuff that somebody else did. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because they don't want to. They don't want to focus on that part. They don't want to talk about that. They don't want to talk about what somebody else did. They just want. They don't want to talk about what they did. Really, Michelle? That's my daughter making that noise. Ain't nothing I can do about it. But they don't want to talk about that part of what other people do. I mean, what they do. They just want to talk about what other people do. You know? I'm just saying. You got to tap into yourself. That's the only way you're going to make you a better you. Is to tap into you. Tap into your inner self. And see what's wrong with that. See what part of that is all messed up. And see what parts of that you need to make right. That's what you need to do. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about what I got going on or what somebody else got going on. Worry about what you got going on. What you done did. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. Yeah, I know some of y'all don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it because you know you ain't doing right. That's what I know is about people. People that don't want to hear you, right? Don't want to listen to you and stuff. Just don't want to hear it. That's because they ain't doing right. That's why they don't want to hear you. That's why some people run off and don't want to hear what you're saying, because the things that you saying, it hit home, right? It makes them feel some kind of way. So that's why they don't want to hear it. That's why they don't want to hear what you saying. Huh. Yeah, because it don't sound right to them. It bothers them. Because they know they ain't doing right. They already know they ain't doing right. Shit. That's all I'm saying. Work on you. Don't worry about what everybody else doing. Work on you. That's the part that a lot of us need to work on ourselves. But too many of us, we caught up in the wrong bullshit. Caught up in the wrong thing. And that's why, that's why things are the way they are in some people's lives. Because they don't focus on the right stuff. They focus on, they focus on what everybody else doing. Or what everybody else did. They don't focus on that part that belongs to them. See what I'm saying? Yeah. They don't focus on that part that belongs to them. They only focus on that part that's got something to do with everybody else. That's how they do. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That's what they do. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm talking about. I've seen it so many times, where people do just that. Focus on themselves. Focus on everybody else. That's what I meant. They focus on everybody else. They don't focus on what they doing wrong or what they have done wrong. You understand? They just focus on what everybody else doing. That's all they do. Sit up and talk about what Susie did, what Helen did. It's crazy. What about what you did? What about what you did? Let's talk about that part. I know. Don't want to talk about that. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. People never want to talk about the part that they played in it. They'll talk about everybody else and what they did and how they did it. But they never want to talk about the part that they played in it. They want to leave that part out. They don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that. That's how they be. I don't want to talk about that. What you bringing that up for? I'm bringing it up because you did it. I'm bringing it up because you did it. That's why I'm bringing it up, because you did it. You did it. I didn't do it. You did it. People don't want to hear that. They don't. Mm-mm-mm. They don't. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear about that. Oh, yeah. People don't want to talk about that shit. They don't want to talk about the shit they did. They don't. They don't. But you got to face your stuff. In order for you to get better, you got to face your shit, man. You can't be out here doing all kinds of stuff and thinking that, the part that you did don't matter. That's bullshit. The part you did do matter. And you got to talk about it and deal with it so you can move on. Okay? It's just that simple. But some people do their stuff and then they want to hide it. They want to act like it don't exist. That's what they want to do. That's crazy to me. No, you can't do that. If you want to move on, you want to do better and be better, you gotta own up to your shit. The part that you play in it. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. But I know a lot of you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Don't want to own up to your part. You really don't. You just want to talk about what everybody else did, how they did it, which way they did it, and stuff. You just want to sit around and gossip about other people. No, that's not going to help you become a better you. It really isn't. It's not going to do nothing for you. It's not going to do nothing for you. You got to learn how to uh you got to learn how to um how can I put it? You got to learn how to own up to your stuff. Simple as that. You do. You got to learn how to own up to your shit. Simple as that. Got to learn how to be, learn how to own up to your own stuff. You do. So, yeah. Yeah. That's what you got to do. That part right there. That's what you got to do. Yep. 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 Yeah, you gotta learn how to do that. You gotta learn how to, work on you. Work on you. And that's somewhere, some of y'all are not there yet. You don't know how to work on you. And that's the truth. Yep. But I'll be back on here later on. Lord's willing. I got some other shit I want to talk about. I love you all. Work on yourself, people. Learn how to become comfortable in your skin. Okay? Learn how to do better and be better. That's what it's about. I love you all. Until next time, peace.